All right, all right, all right. We're back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. As usual, I'm your host, Mark Pierce. Today is Wednesday. Thursday. Today's Thursday already. What? It's August 27th. We got two albums that were released on this date, and basically the same date and the same year. One of them is huge, and we're going to be addressing that tomorrow on Octane Friday. So I'm not going to reveal that just yet. But today, August 27th, 1991, you might be able to guess because we have not worn this shirt yet in the cave. Toad, the Wet Sprocket, put out their first commercially successful album, Fear. That's 29 years ago. For those of you who are counting, it's their third album, but their first one on a major record label. Toad, who are they? We love Toad the Wet Sprocket. We're going to talk about that. Big fan here in this house, and a lot of friends do too. They are a band that was formed in 1986 from Santa Barbara, California. Where did they get that name from? Well, it wasn't out of nowhere. It is part of a Monty Python skit where they say something like, Rex Stardust, lead electric triangle player for the band Toad the Wet Sprocket, had to have his elbow replaced after a motorcycle accident. So they thought they were being funny, and they came up with Toad the Wet Sprocket for the name of their band. They thought it was temporary. They thought it was going to be just a really joke, but then they ended up going with it. So their first two albums were self-financed with their own money, and then finally they got some attention and they signed and they put out this record. It went to number 49 in the Billboard Top 200. It sold 1 million copies, went platinum, had two singles on it, All I Want and Walk on the Ocean. You guys know those songs. All I Want went to number 15 and Walk on the Ocean went to number 18. And then from there they went on to some pretty great things, put out some great albums that we'll talk about another time. But this one, Fear, is where my introduction to Toad the Wet Sprocket is. And I owe it all strictly to Sara. I did not know who they were. Sara, when we met, this is one of the bands that she was listening to that I'd not heard before, and it pretty much reminds us of that time, just during grad school, that is, when we would just listen to this kind of music all the time. So, Sara, I don't know where you got this band from. We'd have to remember where you heard it from, but from your college days. But what a great band. We love this band. We've seen them in concert, I think, twice, maybe three times, at Infinitiy Hall. I think I have some pictures. One of the times we rented a van, we called it the Toadmobile, with 8, 10, 12 of us, and we took a ride out to Norfolk before the Hartford one was open and had a great dinner and a great show. They are so good live. If you ever get a chance to see them live, we are talking live music this week, bands I've seen live, and this is one of those bands that you absolutely have to see live, and especially at like an Infinitiy Hall. Speaking of Infinitiy Hall, the one that opened up in Hartford in 2016, the very first band to play there was Toad the Wet Sprocket. We missed that concert because we were in the Adirondacks, but our good friends Kirk and Renee were there in the crowd for the opening, and I even have a screenshot because they're permanently on YouTube on the video. You can watch the whole concert on YouTube, and there they are. So, again, you had a chance to see them do it. Great, great band. Love them. So, what songs you got on this record? You got Walk on the Ocean, obviously, that was a hit. Butterflies, Nightingale Song, should have been a hit. Great song. We'll post that below. Hold Her Down, tough topic, but great song. Pray Your Gods, Before You Were Born, Something to Say. Let's see, In My Ear, is that one of them? I think so. All I Want, obviously, great song. Stones I Tell, and then this last one is also a favorite, which also could have been a hit, and that is I Will Not Take These Things for Granted. What a great song that is. Now, one of the songs that was recorded in this session that was left off the album was Good Intentions, and it came back in '95 on a rarity CD. But Good Intentions, I don't know why they didn't get this on that album, but that is a great song. I'm glad it made it out because I love the song Good Intentions. I think I'll post that below too. So, Toad the Wet Sprocket, 29 years ago, their first major album. We love them in this house. We do Toad the Wet Sprocket radio on Pandora. We did that the other day, and man, it was like hours of awesome music. So there's another Pandora station you got to make a Toad the Wet Sprocket station. They were just on a roll the other day, whatever the algorithm they use is, because it was awesome. So that's your song of the day. Well, the song of the day for me, sorry, I didn't even say the song of the day. The song of the day has got to be Walk on the Ocean, right? I mean, that's got to be it, because that's the one you all know. But we're going to put Good Intentions on there. We'll put All I Want, a couple others under there. So enjoy it. That's your song of the day. Tell me your Toad stories. Do you guys like Toad? Do you remember Toad? Are you a Toad fan? Lots of Toad fans in our inner circle here. So have a great day. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.